Once you are completely done with your digital illustration, we want to save this file. So we can go to File, Save, or Command S on your keyboard, Command S. And then you can see that it's saved. Next, we're going to create a copy of this Photoshop file. So File, Save As, and we want to name this your period number. So P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, whatever it is. Your first name, last name. I just put Miss S for now, but I would write my first name, last name here. The name of your illustration. And then underscore final digital file. And if we go to our eKadence assignment, we can see here in the steps to complete it, before turning it in, save your files. It says here how we want to name it. So period number, first name, last name, illustration name, final digital file. So I'm going to copy this over, Command C to copy. I'm going to come in here, Command V to paste. So final digital file. So again, your period number, your name, title of your illustration, final digital file. I'm going to save it here in a new folder called 2_Photoshop files. You might already have that folder set up. And then I'm going to hit save. Notice it's Photoshop format. That is what we want. Go ahead and hit save. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here and grab my crop tool. And I just want to crop my canvas. I'm going to move it close to the edge of my illustration. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Right there. Crop it. Crop it. Notice I'm cropping a little bit of the grass off, but I'm also keeping areas where it's still white. And we can zoom in and see that. See, notice I cropped off some of the grass, but I kept some areas that are white. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to leave enough room around the edges that when it's put into the card file, the card template, and the project is printed and cut off, that I'm not losing any of my design. So once I'm done cropping it, I can hit return on my keyboard. And now you see it's mostly just my file. You might have a lot of layers, so you can select all the layers you have, drag it into a new folder down here. I'm going to name this layers. And then I'm going to right click, duplicate group. And this I'm going to name flattened file. Okay. Once it's done, you can see in here, all of my layers are here. It's just to keep things organized. Right click on the flattened file folder, and I'm going to select merge group. So now you can see it is a flat file. I'm keeping my layers as well, just in case I want to go back and change stuff. But now let's work in our flattened file. I'm going to zoom in. And now I want to totally clean this up so it's a beautiful illustrated file. So notice I have my pencil lines. I'm going to clean the pencil lines up. So first thing first, I'm going to try my spot healing brush tool. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. And to make it larger, it's the brackets beside the P, or you can right click and change the size here, hardness here. I'm going to make my hardness 0. And I'm going to come in here and just brush over this pencil line. I just want to see what happens. Maybe it will clean it up for me. So clean that up a little. I'm going to come in here and clean it up better. There we go. Get rid of that line completely. And then there's like areas of white that I need to clean up. Let's see if I use my tool to get rid of it, if it works. Yeah, it's working pretty good. That one was a little funky. But again, you can also use your clone tool to clean it up. So I'm going to use my clone tool. Come in here and you want to select the area you want to clone from. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. So let's say I want to get rid of this line and I want to clone this area over to cover it. So start where you want to clone from, hold down Option, click once, let go of Option, then come in here where you want to start painting, click and paint, and notice the plus is where it's copying it from. So I'm getting close to the leaf. I don't want the leaf on there, so I have to go resample. So again, over an area where you want to copy from, click Option, click once, and then come and start painting. And notice where my plus is now, that's where it's copying from. So I'm going to do it again, resample, click, and then come in here and copy. And then notice some areas I have texture in, so I can actually come in here, copy the texture over so it looks more natural. Okay, so I am completely done cleaning up my edges. You can see everything's beautiful. There's some white spots that I still see here that I'll quickly clean up. But okay, so I'm completely done. All of my edges look great. You can see the before and after by hitting the eye. And you can see my files with the layers do not have any of the touch-ups I just did, don't have any of the lines removed, but my new flattened file does. So I'm completely done cleaning it up. I'm going to Command S to save. And now I'm going to File, Save a Copy, because now I want to create a JPEG. JPEG is a universal file that any digital device can open. A phone, a tablet, computer, across Mac, across Windows, any platform can open a JPEG. Photoshop files, only people who have Photoshop installed on their computers can open it. So that's why we are creating a JPEG now. So we can come over here, Format, and create JPEG. Go ahead and hit Save. And then Quality, I do Maximum. Hit OK. So now let's go back to our library. We're going to go to the JPEG folder. And let's find it. Here it is. Nope. And let's find it. Here it is. Look, it says copy at the end. We can delete copy. And if you double click, you can see it opens in preview. You could even zoom in and see how high quality it is. This is the file that we're going to be turning in. This one right here, the final digital copy. So when you go to eKadence, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Here it says upload the JPEG to this project's Google Drive folder. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Find your period. And then go back to your Finder. When I say go to Finder, go to the blue head. Then you just drag it in. And you can see that it's uploading. Here it is. If you click on it, you can see it. So now what I want to do, I'm going to delete this old file. So this is my final one that I just uploaded. You can see the time I uploaded it. Over here at the end, there's ... more actions. Click it, share, copy link. And then you want to come over here into the assignment and it says paste the link below. So the keyboard shortcut to paste is Command V. And when I paste it, I can see my illustration here. And then you can hit submit.